morning, Flat Earth. How you doing? It is M.O.B day. It's M.O.B day. M.O.B. I can't really tell you what M.O.B stands for. It's a mystery. It's a conundrum. It's a riddle wrapped in an enigma. What we do know is 50 or so men from all over the place, from all kinds of lifestyles, from all kinds of places, doing well, doing bad, rich, poor, happy, sad, whatever, man. We will meet in a forest tonight. There will be a giant fire. There will be a dismembered lamb cooked over coals. There'll be axe throwing. There'll be branding. There'll be real talk. There'll be great cigars, maybe a little bit of whiskey. Who knows, man? But we are on the road. We're just joining the A1. We're going to my friend's studio. Got to pick up some wood, pick up some stuff. I've got loaded a strimmer, a bin. The dog is in the boot. The cigars are in the can. Oh, it's a good day. Welcome to the Flat Earth Podcast M.O.B edition. So that's it. We are now at my friend Mark's studio. Mark is a world-famous, world-class super artist and one of the troublemakers here at M.O.B. So let's go see what's what. Okay, so we have loaded up at Mark's farm, Mark's studio. We're now heading on over from here to the location, the top secret location, even though you're going to see it on video, of the M.O.B events. So let's roll, yeah. Is the M.O.B quad bike, used and loved by all, and our manly limousine for the day. So we're going to do some runs down, take the stuff down there, just get stuff. So we get the gear out of the car, we'll get trucking. And we are here, just drove down on the M.O.B quad, this here beastie, and we are here. This is the spot for the day, man. So we're gonna unload this stuff here. Got a big pile of shit to burn here. Over there is where we're gonna cook all the meat. There's axe throwing. You'll see, man, but fucking amazing. Anyway, gonna get this offloaded. So that is phase one of M.O.B done. Big signboards are up. You'll see them all now, cut to them. We've got a fire going, a little fire, which will be a big fire. We've sorted out the lockup. We've got all the gear down there. Good, man. The weather's good. Look at this weather. You can't see the weather because the iPhones don't look at the sky properly with the phone lens and shit. But yeah, mate, it's good. We're about to go. We left the camp now. We're just gonna go and pick up my daughter from school, drop her home, a few bits and bobs, and then straight back out and straight into it. The guys start arriving at 7:30. We are in it. What 3 words? More about that later. But yeah, good times, man, good times. It is, it's 2:30, so we've been on the go since like 10:30, I suppose. So good few hours there, just doing what needs doing. Just 3 of us. Normally there's like 7 or 8 of us, but we had a few guys ill, a few guys delayed, bits and bobs. But yeah, the next thing you'll see when I come back later, you'll see a far more densely populated situation going on. We're just going through the tunnel here, and we're gonna roll home. So yeah, man, fucking M.O.B days. They're awesome. There's something else, bro. There's something else. Building something for someone else. Service, you know. It's important, man. It's important. Anyway, I will see you guys later on. Later. This is the path that takes you to where you park your car if you're about to say a contestant, if you're taking part in M.O.B, if you're turning up, if you're one of the few, one of the prize punters. You follow this path all the way until it ends, and then you park your car or your bike or whatever you got, and then you make the walk. Now the walk to M.O.B is an interesting thing. We started a new thing a couple of M.O.Bs ago. We realised that we wanted men to gather and just hang out, and you know, really no great ulterior motive in doing this thing other than men getting out of the house, around other men, some encouragement, get to talk, get to listen, get to be heard, a bit of banter, a bit of joking around, you know, stuff that everyone needs, but men in particular, you know. Oh, here's Evans though. Here's Evans though, look at this guy. Oh. So I just had to have a quick word with Mark Evans, our sponsor. Mark's one of the guys. He's one of the Bob. He's been on the podcast. You know Mark. He's he's extraordinary. He's an extraordinary person. Anyway, yeah, so the aim of M.O.B is just for men to get together, hang out, listen, question, talk, banter, or not, throw an axe, eat some food. Tonight we're going to be making bread. We're going to be making some sweet honey naan breads. Oh, to go with the lamb that we're cooking over open coals, man. Come on, bruh, you know? Anyway, so we decided that we wanted to somehow encourage men to talk, though. We wanted them to, as they walk down, because it's like a 15-minute walk from the car park to M.O.B, we wanted to have some stuff stirring in them, percolating. We wanted to prime them with some questions, because there's always a point in the evening at M.O.B where we circle up. Normally after the food's been served, people are a little bit chilled. We say, hey, do you want a cigar? You want a whiskey? You got to do what you got to do. And we'll just introduce ourselves. We're the guys that started this. We don't even say it like that. We just say welcome, really. And then maybe we just introduce something. We've been thinking about this. We've been talking about that. And then we allow the group to share if they want to share. Sometimes a lot of people talk, sometimes people don't, whatever. But we decided that we want to prime people. So we set out some questions. So the path that goes in is really an introduction to the evening. So as they go through, they read normally so far 6 questions. I think today there's 1 statement and 5 questions, or 4 questions or something. And it primes and it gets you thinking as you go in. Anyway, let's walk a bit more and then we'll look at these questions, yeah? Yeah, so last time we had a series of questions, but this time we felt that what we wanted to do was kind of have a series of questions after a statement, kind of like a, almost like a subject for the evening. Not that we're ever that sort of strict, man, people can do what they want. But that's what we did, So we thought, as they come along here, and I'll show you now, man, let's say, there's the car park where some people have already parked, right? We carry on walking along this path. It gets dark and we put little LED lights on all these posts along the path to guide people in, so they kind of know where it is that they're going. But as you first come here, you get to this first board, right? It's first question. But like I say, this time it's a statement. You were not built to fight alone. You know, for men, for a lot of men, and this isn't all men, like we're not gonna put that on everyone, but gosh, sorry, I'm fucking around, it's terrible. There you go. For most men, we're fairly solitary creatures. You know, we're fairly kind of like lone wolves. And that's not good for us, actually. It's not good for us to be alone, to battle alone. That's not how it's meant to happen. So we want to vocalize that tonight. We want to say, hey guys, you know what I mean? Like, it's not good to be alone. And let's look at the next question, man. There is a bunch of questions around at the moment. What is a woman? And, you know, arising that conversation about equality and stuff. And I get that, but here's the thing, man. There are some things uniquely given to men or that men carry. So the next question's this one. You can see it there. It simply says, are you carrying everything? I think because men's proclivity to be lone wolves, I think because we feel like we have to fix it ourselves, do it ourselves, get through it ourselves, grit your teeth, stiff upper lip, especially as an Englishman, there is sometimes a sense that we are carrying everything, dealing with everything. So we wanted that as men come down. You're not meant to fight this battle alone. Are you carrying everything? That's not always true, but more often than not, it's how we feel inside. Like we feel as guys, like we're having to hold everything together, to be strong, to not crack, to not show weakness, to not show that we are not a jack of all trades, you know, or a master of some. To not have the answers is a big thing for men, you know. We can't admit that when we're lost. We can't admit we don't know how to do a thing, when actually inside sometimes that's what we're screaming. We're screaming, man, I don't know where I am. I don't know where I'm located right now. And I feel like I'm carrying everything. Question number 3. What ignites you? What ignites you? Our evenings aren't just about being introspective and, you know, some false deepness or something. Do you know what I mean? Like, we're not interested in just bringing it down a bit. We want to lift people up. So here's a question. You're not meant to do it alone. If you're feeling alone, you're not meant to carry everything, but you feel like you're carrying everything. Maybe it's because you're not engaging in the things that really make you fucking come alive, you know, that really ignite you. Good question. It's a good question. This question is, who has your 6? If you don't know what that is, you haven't been watching enough military films. Your 6, your 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 9 o'clock, behind you. Who's got your 6? Who's got your back, essentially? Is the question here. If you don't have to do this battle alone. If you feel like you're carrying everything, if maybe you're struggling to know what ignites you, right? Who's got your 6? Who's for you? Who's team you? Who's a cheerleader for you, man? And not just like some shitty bravado version of you. Who's team leader for like the real you? A known you, a revealed you, you know? It's a great question, man. I think we got one more question. We've been walking for like 10 minutes now. I know, 10 minutes, 12 minutes or something, right? One more question. Let's get. What stopped you? What stopped you? Mate, this is a good question. We don't believe that men are lazy and useless. We don't believe that they're good for nothing. We believe every man is beautiful and like unique and skilled, and that there's something for them to do. But we get stopped. Things stop us. Trauma, fear, abuse, doubt, worry, all these things. It's a great question. What stopped you? You had a dream once, right? Maybe you had a dream to pursue a career or a particular person, or some dream, some hobby, something in your life, some invention, some project. What stopped you? What stopped you? Great question. And the next thing is not a question, but I guess it's our response to questions and our response to the struggle of men. So let's look at this last sign, and then we're in camp. So that's that. So here's the final one. Fire, oppose, cave. Now, some of you might not know, there's a thing called What 3 Words, and it's I guess like a GPS. Basically, I think every 3 square meters of the Earth has been mapped in a grid system, in a square system, and every one of those squares has been given a unique 3-word name. 3-word name. Now, it could be Pigeon Olive Marmite. It could be, you know, Captain Oblong Shipmate. I don't know. It could be anything, right? But the entrance to where you come into the woods that we use, that square is named Fire Oppose Cave. And that, my friends, is what we're doing. Every little while we light a fire, a massive fire, you'll see it later. We cook meat, we give men space, but we create community around that fire. And the community is not there just for a lark, it's there to say no more. I'm not gonna stand back, I'm gonna find out what gives me that spark, what ignites me. Hey boy, hey, this is Oreo, the mob dog. Fire, oppose, we're here to say no more. We're here to say, like, I want better. And we oppose the cave. Men hide in caves, men hide in darkness, men hide in jobs, habits. Men hide in titles and wealth. They're in their caves, but no, we ain't having that, man. We're gonna light a fire. We're gonna oppose hiddenness. We're gonna oppose the smallness that doesn't fit us, really. Anyway, that's enough, man. Let's get down to camp, yeah? Welcome to M.O.B. Whether you're a poet, a punk, or a priest, welcome to M.O.B. If you have a faith or no faith, if you're a barbarian or a bishop, welcome to M.O.B. If you're an old man with more regrets than dreams, if you're a young man with more dreams than wisdom, welcome to M.O.B. Whatever your background, whatever your culture, whatever your postcode, none of that matters around the fire.
Amen.
The fire is the great leveler. No matter who we are, no matter where we've been, no matter what we've done, we are all equal around this fire. The fire warms or burns us all just the same. Welcome to M.O.B. So,
Love that.